close up on here.
All right, so here, this part here, you have your ascending aorta into your aortic arch.
Sorry, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Sorry.
Okay, your aortic arch. Remember your ABCs. You have your aortic arch, your brachiocephalic trunk over here, your left common carotid, and then eventually your left subclavian artery. As you come up, okay, here is your left common carotid. It's going to split. So you can see a little bit of a split. The part that's going to go deep into the skull would be the internal carotid, and the more superficial branch is the external carotid. So unfortunately, let me see on this side for a second.
Can we tilt it a little bit?
This branch here, okay, this would be more of the external, because it's going to go to the head and face this way. This side is showing you more of the internal carotid because it's going deeper into the skull. Okay. Here you have your descending or thoracic aorta, which will give you off your intercostal branches between your ribs. Here's your diaphragm. So once it goes through the diaphragm and comes out this way, you're now into the abdominal aorta.
I ran out of storage.
You ran out of storage. Okay, so that's the big vessel here in the belly. The first branches, okay, this triad here is called the celiac trunk, comprised of your common hepatic. So one of the vessels will go to the liver, left gastric to the stomach, and splenic out this way to your spleen. The next branch down, superior mesenteric, provide blood to part of the intestines. Left and right renal arteries. Right and left gonadal arteries. Inferior mesenteric artery. Okay. When the aorta comes down, it's going to split right and left common iliac arteries. Okay. These common iliac arteries will split again into external iliac artery and internal iliac artery. Same thing here. You have internal going deep into the pelvis, external being more superficial. Okay. As we go underneath the inguinal ligament out here, you have a little branch out here. It turns to the femoral artery. Okay. Anybody remember what this vessel is?
Pulmonary vein.
Good. So this one is the?
Pulmonary artery.
There you go. Okay. So remember in the pulmonary circulation, artery and vein switches because the oxygen is in the vein and the carbon dioxide is in the artery. Okay. Blood that's going to supply your diaphragm, that would be the phrenic artery. This torso doesn't have a vessel going to it. The other one might, but if it's going to the diaphragm, that would be the phrenic artery. And I think it's also on your list, but I don't see it. Blood that's going to your adrenal gland would be the adrenal artery or suprarenal artery. Okay, so a lot of them are just named by where they're going to. Okay. All right, so that looks like it takes care of the torso. We'll grab the arm and we'll grab the leg.